Well, hi there guys and girls. It's been a while since I've done any kind of video on YouTube. I've been a bit busy. But talent is not what we're here for. Me being me, a car popped up in the Derby and guess what? I've got another one. I know I can barely afford to sort out Project Fallout, which has just literally turned into a parts car, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll see. Anyway, so everybody, meet BEX. BEX, because the normal plate says BEX. Sorry about the wind noise. This here is BEX. She is a bit rough, but yeah. This is an ex-Fiat Form car. Reading through some of the posts, we've got a windscreen from off a car in Fiat Forum. How much the tax list do on this thing? There you go. It's been off the road for about a year. Needs a bit of a clean. We've got some damage to the sill. Looks like it's had a bit of a scrape or bump or something, or something's happened to it. Not very fun. We'll see. Nothing I can't fix. Give it a spice up, spruce up, and make it a little bit nice. Went out earlier today and I've got some washing stuff to wash the car. Got the hose pipe ready. We're going to try it out. See if we can clean the thing up a bit. Okay. Okay guys and girls. Well, as you can see, things did not go to plan with this. Rust, yeah, you've never seen anything like it. It was a sill, a replacement sill. I found the actual label on it. This sill was replaced 3 years ago. Look at the condition the thing's in. It's crazy how it's rusted away so quickly. It's literally rusted from the inside out. It had no protective paintwork. Well, it did, but not much protective paintwork on the inside at all. That's where the label was, just there. Well, I need to have a look, see if I can find some more replacement sills for this thing, because the originals have been cut off to make way for the thingy. It's made it a right mess, as you can see. It's a shame. I've got to do a lot of building back up on this. I thought this would be a nice, easy, quick project with just the intent of replacing the gearbox over from that car to this one, in hope that that would be all that it needed to repair it and sell it on. I was hoping to get quite a bit of cash, but sadly I don't think this is going to happen now. But we'll see. Like I say, it's just full of excuse me, full of filler and stuff. So yeah, I've got to do a lot of rebuilding on this thing. The two skins there are all rusted through. I've got to cut back and re-weld. I'm going to seam weld all this lot. Last time it was done, it was just really poorly just tack welded all together with little bits. Same for the sill. The sill was just held in place with filler, with just a few lines of weld, look, over the thing. That's all it had. For a sill, I didn't class that as very good repair. Sills really do need to be welded on, you know, seam welded at least. I mean, this kind of welding, if it was anybody else, they would just scrap the car, but man, I paid a lot of money for this, so it's going to be fixed one way or another, and it's going to be sold on eventually. So yeah, I've already had the brakes to bits on this. I've had the rear hubs off, and it looks like the rear hubs have been replaced at some point in time. The back plates and the discs, sorry, the drums and the pads and all the springs inside, they've all been replaced, so that's quite nice. And also the cylinders. So that's been quite cool. Someone has replaced all of those at some point in time. The filler pipe has been prized off a bit, but it looks repairable. I think I can easily repair it. It's not an issue. I could do with dropping the tank off this thing, but I think personally I'm just going to seal it up while I do all this welding. There's no fuel in that tank whatsoever. It's been left for a long time without any fuel in the thing, so it's pretty much all aired out by now. Bit of a shame, but Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a bit of a state down here. But in terms of welding, it should be nice and easy. I'm just going to be nice and simple with this welding work. And I'm just going to, well, I'm going to clean all this edge up, cut it off to just above this rust lines. And I'm going to weld some plate, some steel, all the way down. I'm going to paint it all with some black hammerite or bitumen, or black hammerite then bitumen. And I'm going to try and source some replacement sill covers, put them over, and I'm going to try and weld them to this edge, the original edge, which has been left here. It's a bit rough, like you say, look, but it can all buff out and sand down smooth. I'm going to weld them to that, get rid of all this filler, because damn filler's a pain in the arse. I absolutely hate filler. I don't use it. When I don't have to use it, I don't use it. So I'm going to sand all this smooth again, back to how it used to be. I'm going to try and get some sills, cut them to this pattern, probably to this lip here, this edge. Get the sill and do it to that, so I've got a nice edge there I can round the welds off onto to make it look nice and smooth. Doing it all without filler here. And yeah, the panel does go up here and around and up here, and it comes along here. You can see the weld, look, just here and around here, and it comes into here. But thankfully all this is hidden behind the plastic cover, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to repaint all of this nastiness here, get my hand up in here and repaint all of this up here. You can hear all the original weld where it was all done. I'm going to paint all behind it, and I'm just going to continue along this line here and weld along it to here. I'm probably going to cut all this out up to here, around up here and around to here, and try and cut all of this bad out, because it looks naff, it feels naff, and it's not very strong. So I'm going to cut all that out and get a nice bit of sill work done on this. The inside plates, yeah, it needs just building back down again, and build it all back down. This one as well, I'm going to cut it off to about this level here. Cut it off there, build it back down. I'm going to make it, although all the bits of metal stick out quite a fair way from the bottom. I know it's a bit wasteful, but this is the way I've done with that one down there. And I've made it so all the metal sticks out a fair bit. That way when you get the sill back on it again, and you get your front skin, you'll have all of this metal sticking down, which you can put the sill onto. I can then move the sill around however I want to get it lined up perfect, and then just tack it through to the other plate, you know, the one on the back. And then when it's all done, I'll just cut the plate off to the same height as what the front skin is, and you know, any excess I'll just trim off with the tin snips or angle grind, and then grind it off so it's nice and smooth. It'll then be under sealed, cavity waxed, so none of this will happen again, not for 15-20 years time. You know, it won't start rusting again for that long. Let's face it, guys and girls, this car is as old as I am. This car is 25 years old, and it's done enough miles to be, wow, to be classed a London taxi. It's done plenty of miles. Actually, you guys haven't seen the mileage on this thing yet, have you? There you go, 153,792. Plenty of miles. The seat does need some care and attention doing to it, so does the passenger seat. The foams have gone terrible in the thing. The foams are just non-existent. The rear seat's nice and clean, that's all good. Rear seats generally are. The boot space is pretty good. The headlining is starting to sag a bit, which is a shame, but I'll take it all off and use some nice stuff to try and help it out. Put some supporting behind the thing to try and stop it from sagging down. I don't know what I'll use. I'll find something. Put some nice strengthening behind it. Probably Velcro or something. Put a strip of Velcro on that, on this, and a strip of Velcro on the roof so it holds it up. That should work. Velcro's amazing stuff. Yeah, other than that, the car's not too bad. Steering lock's on. It just needs some, well, it needs the sill, like I say, looking at. This car was completely restored only 3 years ago, but the restoration work done to it internally was not the best. I hate to say it, but you know, it did not work to the best. Personally, I wouldn't have tacked it on like it was. I would have seam welded the whole thing, and then you know, then gone about, you know, sanding it off with a file or a grinderette or something equal to try and make it smooth. Use as less filler as possible. And then after that, I would have, well, I would have just painted over it, like I'm going to do with this one. Just paint over it. I have got some spare paint in there, same colour as the car, but we'll see how we're going to get it to look. I don't think it's going to be absolutely pristine, but it can be near as damn it as I can do here. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but yeah, I bought the car without looking, just out of hope really that it was going to make me a quick buck, but I guess that's not the thing here. I tell you, it has had some work done to it. You can see it's been repaired along the back end here, but it's not a problem. I can easily fix it all, make it look nice and clean. Yeah, it'll look good when it's been done. Alright then guys and girls, I think that's about it for this video log. I will cut it and report back probably on the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you later. Oh, by the way, I've not been doing any videos recently, and you've probably noticed that. I'm sorry about that to my subscribers. I've been busy doing life things. Yeah. Yes. Interesting things. So now I should be back. And I should be doing video logs now for you all. I sound a bit funny because I've got hay fever. It is the hay fever season for me, and wow, it is bad today. Really bad for hay fever. Really bad. I also need to adjust the door because it doesn't sit right. There. Yes. Oh, the cat's disappeared. Yeah, quite a lot of things have happened to the garden recently. We've got a nice pond now. Some fish in it and whatnot. Plants and things. Looks good around here. Anyway, guys and girls, like I say, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace out.